because we back. We in Malachi, the second chapter, and we're going to read verse 12. And this is a punishment to all you pork chop eating preachers out there, or you don't eat pork. You're still dealing with not bringing forth the Most High's laws to your congregation. Moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, and ceremonial laws. You see, if you're not doing that, and you're still keeping Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving and 4th of July and all the things that is pagan, birthdays and so forth, celebrating Halloween in the church, I've seen this. I went there and seen it. Guts and all, and went to the slaughterhouse, got guts and everything, skinning children. In the church, come on. These are the last days. And it's a warning. Not only to y'all, but everybody that fall into this category. That book is closed now, all of a sudden, now you in the world. You're going to do whatever you want to do, how you want to do it. That's what he said. Verse 12, Malachi 2 and 12, the Most High will cut off the man that doeth this. Let's read verse 11. Y'all might have missed it. Some of y'all just watched one video. Malachi 2:11 says, Judah have dealt treacherously. That's you pork chop eating preachers. Right here in America. So-called Negroes? Yeah. And an abomination is committed in Israel and in Jerusalem. Because you the Israelites, whether you accept it or not. You can call yourself Gentile all you want to. But Gentiles sacrifice to the devils and not to the Most High. In 1 Corinthians 10:20 and 21. He said, I would not that you should have fellowship with devils. You cannot drink the cup of the Most High and the cup of devils. But Judah have dealt treacherously. Hear what he's saying? Treacherously. I mean, y'all, I remember sitting down with some elderly men, and they was talking about how they give their daughter money for her babies, and she ain't got no man, for milk and Pampers. And she took the money and went to church and gave it to the preacher. They was talking about it. I was listening. Said, I ain't giving her nothing else. She get no money from me. Kept giving her money, and the babies ain't have no milk and no Pampers. I done seen it with my own eyes. Preachers sit there and say, I want everybody to get up and get in line and give me $100. People get in line and give him $100, then asking for money after the fact. Ain't got no money to feed their children. That's some witchcraft. That's some sorcery. That's crazy. But the same people, when it come down to them doing the communion, they standing back. I ain't gonna take it. So you take it, you're gonna be cursed or whatever. If you ain't right. But how you not right? What makes you not right? Because you ain't following the laws of the Most High. It's something in your mind telling you, I ain't right to be doing it. You take communion, like they have communion in the church, everybody standing back not doing it. Yeah. Something wrong with this picture. In your spirit, that's why Romans 10:2 say you had a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Because we the children of Israel. It's just, you got this witchcraft and sorcery, and I might say a multitude of witchcrafts and sorceries that you have our people fooled to this day. That's why I say you partial to the law. You're gonna look at this one, but you ain't gonna look at that one. Oh, we can do that one, we ain't gonna do that, and then everybody say, yeah, I agree with you. Because you sit on a pedestal. But the Most High said this. He said this. In verse 9, therefore have I also made you contemptible and base before all the people. That means you're going to be brought down low, because a lot of y'all is high-minded. Hamashiach told you, he that exalt himself shall be abased. He that humble himself shall be exalted. And all of y'all, you got a little prestige, got a little money here and there, whatever, and you done lifted up yourself in a condition that is hell for us. But it's your heaven. This is all you got coming. You don't hear this word of change come out of them demon nations, denominations. And a lot of y'all got the nerve to say, oh, we ain't dealing with no denomination. We non-denominational. We non-demon nations. That's all it is. Because you ain't dealing with the Most High. Or prove it. Prove it. That when you go over this Bible, it's talking to you as a Gentile in the majority of this Bible. You as another nation. Prove it. Because I mean, the Levites are Israelites. And they're the priests, and we are a nation of priests. So we're going to be a nation of priests. How about that? He have a specific people that he chose. It is not everybody. That's why the Most High said, verse 12, the Most High will cut off the man that doeth this. Do what? Married the daughter of a strange god. Married to a daughter of a strange idol. That's these religions. The Most High will cut off the man that doeth this, the master and the scholar. The master and the scholar. Out of the tabernacles of Jacob. You're going to be around us. And him that offereth an offering unto the Most High, power of hosts, power of armies, power of angels. And this have ye done again, covering the altar of the Most High with tears, with weeping, and with crying out, insomuch that he regarded not the offering any more, or received it with good will at your hand. You hear what he said? And this have ye done again, covering the altar of the Most High with tears, seducing the people, bringing your witchcraft on the people, your sorceries on the people, crying with tears, like you're really spiritual, with weeping and with crying out, hollering, oh God, oh Jesus, insomuch that he regarded not the offering anymore, or received it with good will at your hand. Ignoring you. That's why he say some people praying to themselves. Yet you say, wherefore? Because the Most High have been witness between thee and the wife of thy youth. These religions, against whom thou hast dealt treacherously, and your woman that you with, have dealt treacherously, yet is she thy companion and the wife of thy covenant. Your contract is with who? These religions. Every religion got their decree on the wall. This is what we believe in. And when you have a preacher come in there and they go against what you believe in, you got to get rid of them. Disfellowship, get somebody else in there. I remember it was a preacher, he came in, had everybody. New preacher came in, put everybody on the wall. Black. Moses black. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Daniel. Everybody's black. All around the church. Them old folks said,
has joined.
Get rid of them. We want them old pictures that we had on there. White Jesus. And they got rid of them. So it ain't like I was just introduced to this truth. Everybody black. Coming into the truth. This is when I was little. And they got rid of them. They wanted the same Edomite that Warner Solomon wrote. That's this one here. This ain't Caesar Borgia. This is the one that Warner Solomon. They wanted him back up. Put him back up. We want him back up. Yeah, put him back up. Put him back up. Took out all the black images. I mean, it was verses, everything like we know, color scripture, he had all that up there. Got rid of it. See? But the Most High said, hey, insomuch that ye regard not the offering anymore, or receive it with good will at your hand. Most High say, ain't receiving your prayers. Yet ye say, wherefore? Because the Most High have been witness between thee and the wife of thy youth, against whom thou hast dealt treacherously. Yet is she thy companion and the wife of thy covenant. And did not he make one? Yet had he the residue of the Spirit. And wherefore one? That he might seek a righteous seed. A righteous seed. Can he have a righteous seed? They say seeds, he said righteous seed. That you're supposed to be endowed to bring forth from the word of the Most High. Only. That's all you need. How do you know him? How you going to become a righteous seed if you don't know him in the volume of the book and what he's saying? Him and his son. As an angel of the Most High, as a spirit of the Most High, and the Most High as a spirit. Ultimate spirit. That's where he's at now. On the right hand side of the Most High. As a spirit of the Most High. Angel of the Most High. Top angel. But he wanted to have a righteous seed. Therefore, take heed to your spirit. Therefore, take heed to your spirit. And let none deal treacherously against the wife of his youth. That you know, man is not being right. He letting you know. He see what you're doing. When the closed doors is closed, treacherous, man. You say, for the Most High, the power of Israel, said that he hated put it away. Divorce here, divorce here, divorce here, divorce here. He hated putting away. But you're dealing treacherously with your woman. And with Israel. We're a woman too. Jeremiah 6:2. The Most High likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. Dealing treacherously with us as a people because you're teaching the wrong doctrine. Or prove it. Prove that you, Most High took the time to give us 613 laws. Prove that that's what you're doing. If you're not, then shame on you. That's what he's telling you. For the Most High, the power of Israel. Show me where you say the power of Edom, the power of Ishmael, the power of Ammon, the power of Moab, the power of Elam, the power of Ham. Where that's at? It says the power of Israel said that he hated put it away. He hate divorce. He hate separation. For one covereth violence with his garment, said the Most High of hosts. Therefore take heed to your spirit. He's saying it again. That ye dealt not treacherously. You can't be dealing treacherously. You got to deal with, thus say the Most High. The word of the Most High. When the book is closed, you know it, you got to bring it. And a lot of people, when you bring the word, they don't really think that, just like myself, they don't really think that I am who I am and bringing forth this word representing the Most High when the book is closed. It's like I'm whoever. But then when I open up the Bible and say this is where it is, now what? You can listen now, but when the book is closed, I forget about what it is I'm bringing to you, right? I don't know nothing. I'm just like everybody else. And all the men that's bringing forth this word, you better understand. That's why it says, Most High said to you, for the Most High, the power of Israel, said that he hated putting away. So y'all hear this? Men and women, the Most High hated divorce. We divorced him. We say we want a king. He said, all you need is me. He told us in the garden, he said, all you need is me. Don't eat the tree of knowledge of good and evil, else you're going to die. But you say with me, I'm gonna let you live forever. I'm going to let you live forever. We said, no. We want to go ahead to the devil. Always chose the devil. And people don't realize when they're choosing the devil over the Most High. Why he said, hey, in our offense, in our affliction, we're going to seek him early, how we offended him. In Hosea 5:15. Say, I'm going to go to my place till we acknowledge our offense and seek his face in our affliction. We shall seek him early. So, the Most High said he hated putting away. For one covered violence with his garments, said the Most High of hosts. Therefore, take heed to your spirit. Take heed to your spirit, that ye deal not treacherously. Ye have wearied the Most High with your words, because you speaking words that he didn't tell you to speak. You bringing forth a doctrine that he did not tell you to bring forth. Ye have wearied the Most High with your words. Lying on what this Bible is talking about. Yet ye say, wherein have we wearied him? How you weary the Most High? When ye say, everyone that doeth evil is good in the sight of the Most High. You hear that? When ye say, everyone that doeth evil is good in the sight of the Most High. How do you do evil? You telling them, we not under the law, but we under mercy and grace. We not under the law of sacrifice. We sacrifice no animal for atonement of our sins. Mashiach Shai was the ultimate sacrifice for the sins of the 12 tribes of Israel. Sin is the transgression of the law. Who was given the law? The 12 tribes of Israel. Only. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any other nation. As for their judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. This is real. So, ye have wearied the Most High with your words. He said, yet ye say, wherein have we wearied him? How we wearied him? We pastors, we got it going on. But you wearied the Most High with your words. You have said, wherein have we wearied him? When ye say, everyone that doeth evil, that don't keep the Most High's laws, you saying we ain't under, is good in the sight of the Most High. And he delighteth in them. Or, where is the Most High power of judgment? He ain't brought no judgment on you. Say, hey, where is he at? Would you think what you're doing is right? When you say, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Woe means destruction unto you that call evil good and good evil. And that's what you're doing. If you're saying we ain't got to follow his rules and regulations, y'all know about rules and regulations. You ain't breaking nothing down except for what it is that the Most High say it's gonna be. Because he ruling the kingdom of men. Understand, overstand this. Let's go to Malachi, the 4th chapter. Let's start verse 1. For behold, the day cometh, the day is coming, that shall burn as an oven. The day coming, it's going to burn like an oven. And all the proud, all you that think you all that, all the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly, all that say we ain't under the law, and you can't come forth and say that your church, your religion, is keeping the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, the ceremonial laws. That's wicked. That is pride. With no reason to be prideful, because you contrary to the Most High. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud. That's the first thing he's telling you. All the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. That's tumbleweeds. Dried up tumbleweeds shall be stubble. And the day that cometh, the day that's coming in the future, shall burn them up. Hear what he said? The day that's coming, gonna burn you up. Said the Most High power of whole power of armies, power of armies of angels, that it shall leave them neither a root nor branch. Ain't gonna be no foundation nor branch. But unto you that fear my name, that's afraid, we didn't establish that. That's afraid of the Most High's name. What's his name? Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. But unto you that fear my name, that's afraid, that's scared of the Most High's name, shall the Son of righteousness, the wisdom of righteousness, arise with healing in his wings. You see that? And ye shall go forth and grow up as cows in the stall. And ye shall tread down. This spiritual power right here. What did he say? And ye shall tread down the wicked. So you're going to tread down the wicked. For they shall be ashes under thy soul, under the soles of your feet, in the day that I shall do this. Said who? Said the Most High. Power of hosts, power of armies, power of angels. So what he said, what? Remember ye, what? The law of Moses, my servant. The first 5 books of the Bible, y'all. He said, remember the law of Moses, my servant, which he commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments. He's telling you, you don't want to be part of verse 1? For behold, the day cometh, this day coming, y'all, that shall burn as an oven. And all the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly, all you that say we ain't got to follow this law, we ain't got to do this, we ain't got to do this, we're going to do what we want to because I don't want to do it. Okay, that's wickedly before the Most High, and everybody heard it. It's going to be right in the books. Shall be stubble, going to be tumbleweeds, dried up tumbleweeds. And the day that cometh shall burn them up. Said the Most High, power of hosts. Play with him if you want to. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power. That it shall leave them neither root nor branch. We finish. He said, verse 4, remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him at Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments. That's what we're supposed to remember. And not forget. Or gonna find yourself in a fight with the Most High. A fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power, y'all. I mean, he said, hey, verse 3 said, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this. Said the Most. Who's gonna do it? The Most High gonna do this. Understand, overstand this. He's already done it many, many times when we were in order with him. Look, go to one of my favorites. I got this from High Priest Yeshaya. Ezekiel 22 and 20. As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin in the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it. You know, like you blow on the fire, get hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. So will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. Yeah, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted. In the midst thereof. Hear what he said? Yeah, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted. In the midst thereof. As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof. And ye shall know that I, the Most High Power, have poured out my fury upon you. What you got to say to that? It ain't going to happen to you? You got that much power over the Most High, it ain't going to happen to you? It's going to be a whole lot of, like Marcel was trying to say, willing than that, nasty to the teeth. Look, okay. So y'all wanna run to your Jesus, right? Let's see what he said. Go to St. John 10 and 30. He said, I and my Father are one. So you ain't running to him. You ain't running to him. Because you don't do what he said. He said, hey, look, he the word of the Most High. You understand? He the word of the Most High. Got a voice. And a voice, from a voice come words. And the Mashiach is the word of the Most High. So you read about him in the Old Testament, that's him. That's all he had to go by, was the law and the prophets. Prove he didn't. When he's in the flesh, that's all he had to go by was the law and the prophets. You see, y'all got some other thing going on, man. That's why he said, look at Luke. Read this in your church. Read this about your Jesus. Look at Luke 19 and 14. He said, but his citizens, his own people. You like to say the Jews killed Christ. Now we can't be no Jews because the Jews killed Christ, right? But his own citizens hated him. He wasn't loved by people. Like y'all have a problem with us as Hebrew Israelites. His own citizens hated him and sent a message after him saying, we will not have this man to reign over us. Like y'all don't want him to reign over you. You're not teaching the Mashiach Yahushua. You're just like the ones that say we will not have this man reign over us, because this is what he said. Look, Matthew 5 and 17. This is what he said. Are you following what he said? Matthew 5:17. He said, think not, don't you think that I am come to destroy the law. That's all he had to go by was the law. Or the prophets. That's all he had was the law and the prophets. When he walked around in the flesh, that's why he said, don't you think I've come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. To fulfill the things that was written about him, how he had to suffer for the sins of the children of Israel. But verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, heaven and earth is still here, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law that the Most High wrote with his finger, the work of the Most High, till all be fulfilled. It said, whosoever therefore, you y'all be preachers, hear this. He already told you what he's going to do to you. But he said, listen, he said, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, like having a beard, as a man, and shall teach men so, it's all right, you ain't got to do that. I don't want to do it. And shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, do and teach what? The law and the prophets. That's all he had to go by, was the law and the prophets. He said, but whosoever shall do the laws of the Most High, and teach them, teach the laws of the Most High, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So what you think you're going to be? What do you think you're going to be? The least or the greatest? That's why he said. Luke 19:14. Read this in your church. Break this down. But his citizens hated him. They didn't love him. They hated him. And sent a message after him saying, we will not have this man to reign over us. So what? Just the same thing y'all saying. He just told you he didn't come to destroy the law or the prophets. But you saying we ain't under the law. Or tell me well, your religion is teaching the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, the ceremonial laws. Y'all want to talk about us? Which one of y'all doing that? In your church, your religion, been teaching the laws of the Most High? Or are you telling the people that you're not under the law? You're going to be the least in the kingdom of heaven, along with your preacher, your teacher, your pastor, your minister. That's why he said. His own people say, we ain't going to have this man to reign over. So he said, what did he tell them? This is his own people. Verse 27, what did he say? But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them. So what are you telling you? You're the enemies. He got enemies. You don't want him to reign over you? He said, bring hither. He said, bring them in front of me and slay them before me. Just like we read about the Most High. Gonna cut you off. That means he's gonna kill you. Mashiach said the same thing. He said, bring them in front of me and kill them before me. It's gonna be happening, y'all. Look, y'all play around if you want to. Most High has given Mashiach all judgment to judge for him. Don't get it twisted. 2 Corinthians 5 and 10, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of a Mashiach. The same one you call Jesus, a Mashiach Yahushua, the anointed Savior. That everyone may receive the things done in this body, according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. Knowing therefore the terror of a Mashiach Yahushua. Y'all know him like this. He said, I my Father are one. Y'all heard it. Y'all read about the terror of the Most High. He king of terrors. Knowing therefore the terror of a Mashiach Yahushua, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High. And our trust also are made manifest in your consciousness, the way you think. I hope you hear this and realize that you've been in error. You better hear what he's saying. Go to Psalms 46. Let King David talk to you. Psalms 46 and 5. The Most High is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. The Most High shall help her. And that right early. The heathen raged. The kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice. The earth melted. He uttered his voice. He said he gonna melt you. He said he uttered his voice. He is a consuming fire. He uttered his voice. What? The earth melted. The Most High of hosts is with us. The power of Jacob is our refuge, as the Israelites. Come before the works of the Most High, what desolations he have made in the earth. That means he's going to be destroying a lot of places that are inhabited now. He maketh wars to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow. Your missiles, he going to break them. And cutteth the spear asunder. Your power that you think you got, he said he gonna cut that asunder. He burned the chariot in the fire. All your stealth bombers, everything you got that's gonna be prepared, that you done went into the archives of Satan to bring forth this galactical battle. Your chariots on the left hand side, these angels on the left hand side that you use it to be able to bring forth all your technology and so forth. But he said, hey, he burned the chariot in fire. He said, gonna melt you. Be still, and know that I am the Most High, he said. He said, be still, like he told you in Isaiah 47 and 5. He says, sit thee silent. That means shut up and get thee in the darkness. Get thee in the ignorance, not knowing. And when he got into ignorance, he took the people in Isaiah 16 and 2 into gross darkness, gross ignorance. That's why myself said, kept on and say, he the light shining in darkness, but the light shined in darkness, but the darkness comprehended not, because the people, by the time he came on the earth, it was so much darkness, not knowing of what it is that we should have been knowing, following the ones that was just like it is now, following the ones that's supposed to be teaching our people the righteous way, but not teaching us the righteous way, but teaching us a way that would suit themselves and not the Most High unto this day. Be still, he said, and know that I am the Most High. I will be exalted among the heathen. You hear what he said? He said you're going to be exalted among the heathen. And all you Israelites who call yourself Gentiles, you heathen too. Not only the nations that's outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, but all you that are Gentiles is teaching our people that they're Gentiles and they really Israelites. You heathens too. Be still and know that I am the Most High, he said. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Most High of hosts, Most High of armies, Most High with his angels is with us. The Most High power of Jacob is our refuge. Yasharallah. If you really learn how you got to be before him, that he could be your refuge. But if not, you're going to be subject to what it is that is written. You got a choice. Choose life or the fire. Put it like that. How about that? Maybe you can understand that. Life, everlasting life, or the fire. That's what my Shai gonna be doing. He's gonna be like, hey, he said, but those mine enemies that would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. When you reach that judgment seat, like he said, you can be judged by what you've done in these mortal bodies, whether it was good or bad. That's why you gotta know what's right in the eyes of the Most High, to do what's right, think what's right, Speak what's right and act on what's right so that you won't go into that lake of fire. You won't be melted. That's what he's talking about. Look. 1 Corinthians 10. 10th chapter. Verse 1. Moreover, brethren, talking to the Israelites, I would not that ye should be ignorant. See, he don't want you to be ignorant, not knowing, being dumbfounded. How that all our fathers were under the cloud. All our fathers, all our forefathers were under the cloud. You remember? We were led in the wilderness under the cloud. We were in a cloud by day that led us in the daytime, and we had a fire. It's a chariot. What they call UFOs, unidentified flying objects. We call them IFOs, identified flying objects. In the daytime, it was a cloud. And when it turned night, it turned into fire. They were chariots that led us. And when it stopped, we stopped. And that was a Mashiach Yahushua as the angel of the Most High leading us. Listen. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant. Don't be in darkness. Gross darkness at that. How that all our fathers, talking about our forefathers, were under the cloud and all passed through the sea, the Red Sea. We came out of Egypt, out of captivity under the Egyptians. And we're all baptized under Moses in the cloud and in the sea. And did all eat the same spiritual meat. We got the same lessons. And did all drink the same spiritual drink. For they drank of that spiritual rock. Because he wasn't in the flesh, he was a spirit. Spiritual rock that followed them. And that rock was Mashiach Yahushua, who the world called Jesus Christ, only as the angel of the Most High, or the spirit of the Most High. See? But with many of them, the Most High was not well pleased. For they were overthrown in the wilderness. You see, you got the same spirits coming back. That's complaining, murmuring, and they going against what we bringing for as a men of the Most High, the hand of the Most High. In these last days, they're going against it because they're the same spirits that was going against what Moses was bringing forth and Aaron was bringing forth. Where they, at times they were like on the ground crying to the Most High because they was going to kill them. They felt like wicked Israelites going to kill them. You brought us out here to die in this wilderness. We'd rather stay in captivity under the Egyptians. A lot of y'all going to be the same way, as it is written. Some of you got to be brought into everlasting life in chains. That's why he's going to take you in the wilderness and purge them rebels, man. See, that rock that followed us was a Mashiach. But with many of them, the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua was not well pleased. Well, they were overthrown in the wilderness. He killed every adult. But Joshua and Caleb killed everybody else. And let us have children for 40 years, roaming around the wilderness for 40 years, and let Joshua and Caleb go and take us into the promised land and the children that we had in those 40 years. Now these things were our examples. All these things are examples to the intent we should not lust after evil things. You got to look at this. As they also lusted. You think about it. Moses went up to the mountain to get the commandments from the Most High. He was up there 40 days, 40 nights. 4 is the number of mercy. And that's 30 days and 10 days. They made Aaron make a calf and say, this is who brought us out of Egypt, out of captivity. We in captivity, they done took away everything that would be convenient for us to make bricks. We had to go out and find our own provisions to make the bricks on our own and still not decrease in the number of bricks we made. That's hard labor. And still complain. In the wilderness, Most High brought down quails We complain about meat, so he brought quails. So that we was filling ourselves up. He said, kill the fat ones, the ones that ate a whole lot. The ones got to eat a whole lot, kill them first. Kill them all. Born examples. These are examples. We complain. Gave us angels' food, it says. He gave us manna. He gave us food that I want to taste macaroni and cheese. When you ate it, it tastes like macaroni and cheese. It tastes like whatever you desire. That's our power. Whatever you want. I like to taste this, and it tastes like an apple. And it tasted like an apple. It tasted like an apple. Just a moment.